galaxy of judges over here. The judges of our final round and esteemed guest of honor of the valedictory functions, Honorable Mr. Justice P.B. Bhatt, Honorable Mr. Justice Kaushal Thakur, Honorable Mr. Justice S.G. Shah, Honorable Mr. Justice A.C. Joshi, respected Senior Counsel, High Court of Gujarat, Sri Vitay Amin, our own Campus Director of Delhi Campus, Dr. S.O. Junare, Dr. Naveen Chaudhary, Campus Director, Goa Campus, all the respected deans, the sponsors of this moot court competitions, students, participating teams, ladies and gentlemen. It is a matter of proud for me to welcome all these galaxy of judges over here in this first National Technological Moot Court competition. This whole competition started with the great vision and support of our Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. J.M. Vyas. Unfortunately, due to the ill health, he is not able to make it for this function today, but he has conveyed the best wishes to all of us for this function. I'm glad to have Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah with us, and I briefly will introduce our chief guest. Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah is also the chairman of the advisory board of School of Law over here at NFSU. Justice M.R. Shah is a judge par excellence with the Supreme Court of India. He has more than 2 decades of judicial career. He has adorned the bench as the High Court of Gujarat in the year 2004, and then subsequently he has also been the Chief Justice of the Patna High Court, and then joined the Supreme Court in the year 2018. And for the last almost 5 years, he has been rendering the justices and giving landmark judgments for the common man of this country for the last 5 years. As we say in our law fraternity, the judge is always known by the judgment and the jurisprudence that he has charted during the judicial career. I'm very glad to share some of the landmark judgment that is being delivered by Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah, which is really path-breaking. Because a judge is normally is required to read the law, interpret the law, and render the justice. But there are very few judges who have always a human approach with the greatest amount of humility, care, and concern for access to justice for the common man. And Justice M.R. Shah is one of them. Justice M.R. Shah has delivered a very path-breaking judgment and has given a relief to a lot of people during the COVID time. If you all are aware that during the COVID time, there was a news in the newspaper that there will not be any penalty of the interest, or interest will not be charged on the loans. That was a petition filed by the Small Scale Industry Association in the Supreme Court, and Justice M.R. Shah has authored the judgment, giving the relief during the COVID time that there should not be charge of any interest. During his career at the High Court of Gujarat, how can I say he's a humane judge and has a greater amount of interest even for the wildlife and for the birds. When he was the judge at the High Court of Gujarat, he has rendered a very landmark judgment. At that time also, it was also all spreaded in the newspaper, that even the caged birds, they also have a human right. They also have a right to life and personal liberty under Article 21. So human rights jurisprudence and right to life jurisprudence is not only restricted to human beings, but is also being allowed. The birds also have the similar kind of a right under Article 21. This kind of an innovative jurisprudence that he has devolved during his judicial careership. Apart from that, a very landmark judgment, how gender justice come to very close to the heart of Honorable Mr. Justice M.R. Shah. Recently, we all know that under the Hindu Succession Act, after 2005 amendment, the daughter and the brothers have an equal share. But then Justice M.R. Shah in the recent judgment has made it more clear that irrespective of the fact whether the daughter was born before the amendment or after the amendment, irrespective of the fact that the father has died before 2005 amendment or after 2005 amendment, the daughters have an equal share in the ancestral property of the family. So this is again something which is really heartbreaking and has given a relief to number of daughters of this country. Apart from that, this is a very interesting judgment which is being given by Honorable Justice M.R. Shah in the case of the pensioners. You know, there was a circular in the Manipur wherein there was some kind of an demarcation was being made out. Generally, the pensioners cannot be classified into two categories. They are always being considered as one class. But in these, there was through some circular in the Manipur government, they said, you know, pensioners up to some date would have some relief, the pensioners would, after some date would have another relief. So these kind of an arbitrary classification is not permissible and all are to be treated as one class. This was something which is really remarkable. We are really grateful to have with us and you know, you have been guiding the School of Law right from the day one, right from the inception. Justice M.R. Shah was also there with us during the unveiling of the plaque of School of Law Forensic Justice upon his study during September 2021. We are indeed grateful to you. You have been extremely busy. I was just looking at his schedule. He has been at number of events yesterday, GNLU Convocation, Executive Council, Singapore International Arbitration Conference. He has been extremely busy, but still he has always have an interest of the students at heart. He has been always very much concerned with the budding lawyers and how do we infuse the idea of ethical lawyering, because they are going to adorn the bench in the bar in future. And with these motto, he has never said no to any of our invitation, and we are indeed grateful to you, sir. And on behalf of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, on behalf of all of our Dean Students Fraternity, we wholeheartedly welcome you, sir.